E.DSO is the association that are representing Europe's leading distribution system operators, the so-called DSOs. The DSOs are responsible for distributing electricity to people's homes and businesses across Europe. And we are committed to lead the way to investments that are positioning Europe as a global clean energy pioneer. Across Europe, a revolution is underway, a movement towards a future where energy is not only consumed, but also shared, managed and saved. We are now getting closer to the European election, and our commitment will be in the spotlight, our commitment for a greener and more resilient future. And at the heart of this transformation is our electricity grids and the responsibility that are behind that. DSOs across Europe are not just engineers of the physics, but we are also architects of this change. And with anticipatory investments, we are preparing our energy systems for the demands of tomorrow. Anticipatory investments ensures the handlings of renewable energy, but also the empowerment of customers, and to make our communities and societies more resilient against the unforeseen. There are massive efforts to decarbonize the energy system, with the ambition to reach the net zero target by 2050. That requires integration of renewables into the energy system. DSOs must continue to connect large quantities of renewables, but also to connect active customers. New consumption, like the electrification of the transportation sector, industries, but also the decarbonization of the heating system, brings additional challenges. Even if we use flexibility, which we do, it still requires massive investments into the electricity grids. It's estimated to be over 400 billion by 2030 across Europe. Investments that will accommodate renewables energy, but also to improve the reliability and, of course, to empower the customers. There needs to be solid criteria for the DSOs so they can invest in advance of the demand coming online. There also needs to be a balance between anticipating the future infrastructure needs, whilst still the affordability for the customer needs are still being kept. To enable a smooth and cost-efficient energy transition, I would like to highlight 3 things. Firstly, anticipatory investments needs to be implemented by the national regulators across the member states as soon as possible. Secondly, there needs to be market-oriented regulatory returns to mobilize the necessary capital. And thirdly, the permitting processes needs to be shorter across Europe. And last but not least, we need to make sure that we acknowledge that the cost of not having the grids ready is significantly higher than the cost of anticipatory investments. As we now approach the European election, please remember that our energy future is in our hands. The European Union must enable a framework for the grid infrastructure to contribute to a successful decarbonization.